Look like a dweeb with these headphones on.
No. Do I?
No.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Today, I've got Elena Garza here.
Hi.
She is an artist in Atlanta. See, there goes Annie jumping.
She's a star.
I'm ADD.
Me too.
Okay, so she does graphic design, and she's an artist. I'll let her explain all that because I am still getting to know her. But we know each other through Instagram, basically. We are from the same hometown, so we had some mutual friends. But I just really want to talk to her today and get to know her and, just talk to another artist.
Yeah.
First things first. I want to know, so where did you go to school? Like, what is your degree in? Let's hear it.
Okay, so my college story is a very long one.
Okay.
I was not a very good student. I was in school for probably like 10 years. So a long time.
That's fine. Did you always study art or?
Yes. Well, no, that's a lie.
Okay.
So I went to Georgia Military College, random.
Okay.
Just to do like my core classes and stuff.
Right.
And then from there, I moved to Savannah and went to Armstrong, which is now Georgia Southern.
Yeah. Ooh, go Eagles.
Yeah. So I was an art major there, and yeah, I hated it in Savannah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was taking like 4 studio classes.
Oh.
So, that was rough.
Wow.
And so I couldn't really have a job. So I was poor and I was really lonely and just like struggling.
Yeah.
So I think I spent like a year there. And then I moved to Kennesaw and I went to Kennesaw State.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I feel like that's kind of where my college career began.
Yeah. So did you like it better there?
I loved it. Like I was in Greek life and just living my best life.
So did they have like an art program and all that?
Yeah. So I went into that program just like general. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I wanted to do like art therapy. So I actually switched my major to psychology. And it kicked my ass. I was down bad. I was struggling.
That's interesting because I've actually, like, there was a time where I was like, I want to do art therapy, like, after college. Yeah. But I had no idea. I was like, I don't even know what you have to do. So you have to be, like, a psychology major, basically?
You don't have to. You could do art or psychology, but honestly, I was kind of, like, in a weird place with the art major. Like, I was in Greek life. I wasn't like your average art major, I guess.
No, I wasn't either.
Yeah. So
I was like, I do not care about
I feel like I just like didn't really fit in, and I was just kind of like, this is really weird. Yeah. Which is fine. I love weirdness. Right. But I just felt we don't always have to be weird. You know?
I felt the exact same way. It was almost like I felt like I had like 2 sides. Like I had like 2 personalities. Yeah. Like, I'm like, I have my art school friends. Yeah. And we get along and it's fun. But then I've got like the people I go out with and
our business majors.
Yeah. I don't ever see the 2 like together.
No, not at all. I think like, you can do both. Yeah. But I didn't really feel that way then. Right. I was just kind of like, yeah. I don't know, like people would try to get so deep during critique and stuff. I'm like, you don't always have to be deep. Like you can just do stuff because you like it. I
always feel bad looking back because like I just did not try. I mean, I tried to an extent, but it did not click in my brain like art. I don't know. I was just like, I just want this to look pretty.
That was me too. Hey, friend.
Oh, Annie's gonna sniff you.
We're 2 cat ladies. I love it.
Yes. Elena's a cat too.
I love cats.
Okay, we're gonna try not to get off top. We'll get to the cat. But what was I even saying? Psychology major. Yeah. Okay. So tried that.
Girl. I struggled, but I was like, I guess I didn't realize how like statistics and research-based psychology is. Yeah. Ooh. Which maybe seems kind of obvious to some people, but it didn't to me.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I thought it was just like, let's learn how to diagnose people. Yeah. But it wasn't.
You're like, I can get deep.
Yeah. So I can get deep finally. And so I was struggling. I just was not a good student. I'm not like I just have never really cared about school, which is unfortunate for me, but
Well, we are artists, so
yeah, that's true.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I graduated, and then I just had no plan. Like, I was just kind of aimlessly like, okay, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
And
wait, so what did you end up graduating with? Like, what was your degree?
Psychology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
you did
I did make it out, but I wanted to quit so bad.
Oh.
Like, I had to write a thesis, and I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
I
that sounds
made
terrible.
it. Yeah. So I made it out. I graduated in like 2016, and then I moved back to Macon.
Mm-hmm.
And I was working in a boutique because I just had no plan. Like,
Wait, what boutique?
at Carrots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked there for a while.
I worked at Rumor for a little bit.
Oh my God. We are so like similar.
That
in,
was,
like, random
yeah, that is
ways.
weird. Yeah, I worked there. Well, I went to Mercer my freshman year.
Okay.
So I was at Mercer from 2013 to 2014. I guess is how. Yeah. And I worked at Mercer. I worked at Rumor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. I guess most of that, but I was doing like social media and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's like, I guess that's where I started, you know, kind of doing social media, but it was way different.
Yeah.
It was like, I literally would just model the clothes
Mm-hmm.
and like, they didn't have a website or anything. We would post them all on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that was like my job basically. Like I never even like checked people out or did any of that. I just
Okay.
would go in, take pictures of the clothes and yeah.
Yeah. I kind of had that same
times.
experience at Carrots, and that was kind of like, oh, like I need to be doing something creative. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't work there for very long, but I did like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so you were working retail.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do any of the social media for them or anything, or?
I did, but it was like early on. Like, I feel like this was like, seems like forever ago, but it was like boutiques weren't really like posting on Instagram yet, you know?
Right. Unless they were just posting everything to Facebook.
Yeah, so I like started kind of like doing that, and I'd get excited like to see how many likes I could get on stuff and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It'd be like 10, you're like, hell
Yeah, really though. It was like, I don't know, but it's like little stuff like that was like felt really creative to me. I'm like, oh, what can I do to like get more likes on this and stuff? So yeah, I was doing
fun.
a little bit of that.
Cool.
And then I like decided I wanted to move back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you do like freelance graphic design right now.
Yeah.
So how did you start? Like, what was your first
Well,
experience in like graphic design, or even just like doing freelance?
honestly, when I graduated, I was working, like I moved back to Atlanta and I started doing administrative assistant work, and I hated it.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been
the
there.
first day I was there, I went home and cried. Like, it was so bad.
Oh no.
And then the next
You're like,
day,
can I make you guys a flyer?
yeah. So like the next day I was like, I have to go back to school. So
Yeah.
I went and signed up to get in the graphic design program.
Cool.
So I went back to school.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
that's like, I started working long later after I was working in the marketing department at Kennesaw
Oh.
as like a student assistant. I was
Yeah.
getting paid like $9 an hour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
Okay.
kind of my like intro, but I was doing like
Right.
working on like big projects. Like
I was
did.
gonna say, did you like that?
Yeah, I loved it. I was working on like billboards and like these booklets they were printing like 600,000 of them.
Wow.
Like it was, yeah. And I had like a really good mentor there. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
kind of
cool.
where it started.
I used to like really want to work on campus and do all that, but I never got picked.
Yeah,
I
it was
applied.
tough. There was like a lot of people that applied to that job. I don't know how I got it because
Mhm.
honestly, yeah, I wasn't prepared.
Well, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So after that, like you did the marketing job,
Yeah.
and then
So I was taking classes and I was, again, getting paid $9 an hour. So I was like,
Yeah.
this ain't cutting it. Like, I'm 26 years old right now. Like, I
Right.
gotta make some real money. So my boss was like, well, why don't you just, like, start applying places? Because, like, I feel like you're learning more here than you are in your classes. Because he would
for
see the
sure.
stuff I was working on.
yeah.
And so I started applying, and I got a job at Harry Norman Realtors.
Yeah.
So
I'm very familiar.
yeah, you know, we worked at Berkshire Hathaway companies. So fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the job there. I was like, whoa, like, this is amazing that they hired me.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah. It's not good.
it wasn't good.
So how long were you there? Because I was there for 2 years. So.
I was there for like 6 months or something stupid like that.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was hard because I was the marketing coordinator. So just graphic design basically. But I was working with like 75 agents, and I was just me. And I had always had like an art director to turn to before, but this time it was just like me, and they were really mean.
Right. Yeah. They don't have boundaries.
They're really intense. And like, yeah. So definitely like a learning experience, but one I don't want to revisit. So.
Yeah. When you, so like, who was the first person that came to you and was like, I want you to design my, like, not for
like any the freelance company. Yeah. So just
like,
on
when
my
did you start getting your own clients?
That's tough. Who was the first one? It's been a while. God, I don't even know. It's probably just some random logo project, to be honest.
Yeah. I just, like, if somebody was wanting to be a freelance graphic designer, like, how would you tell them to like get clients?
Well, I was lucky that I would say the first one that pops into my head, I did like the Carrots rebrand.
Oh, okay.
So
was that while you were working for them or after?
No, this was after, but that's like just the first one that pops into my mind, right? Even though it was pretty recent.
I really like that, by the way.
Thanks.
I remember when that happened.
Yeah. So that was the first one. So
never burn bridges, people, because you never know. That's when
that's true.
That's your clients, is like networking.
Yeah, I feel like really that is what it is. Like, I feel like any logos or like paintings I've done have all been through referrals.
Right.
So like, mostly just like networking and like getting to know different people, and like they'll put you on other clients. Like,
and it takes time.
It really does.
It's not like a magic button, like, oh, give me client. There is things like Upwork and all that, but yeah, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Have you done Upwork? I don't remember if we talked about this or not.
I think I have in the past, but I didn't really have anything, because that's the one you have to do like a proposal basically, kind of. Yeah,
every time.
I didn't really.
It's basically like a website you can go, and I mean, if you are doing freelance, you're probably familiar, but you go and like you can apply to jobs, but you pretty much have to like send a proposal every time, so you have to like do a lot of work up front just to like get the job, and
to potentially maybe get the job. Right. Yeah,
it's very slim. I used to apply to those all the time, and I maybe got like 3 jobs.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like that's what you have to, like, you just have to keep on, like, even though it may not lead to anything, like, you just have to keep on like putting yourself out there. And like, I know I didn't have an Instagram for like my art or design for like the longest time. Yeah. And then I have a friend, she's like kind of an influencer. Her name's Elena Garza. Go look at her page. But she does like cute content and stuff, but she had like a good bit of followers, I feel like. Yeah. And I did a painting for her. Oh, and nice. She's like, okay, I'm going to like tag you. So what's your Instagram? I was like, I don't have an art Instagram. And she's like, Elena, literally go make one right now, because I'm going to tag you. And I did, and I got like 10 paintings from her. Oh, hell yeah. Like, that's great. Shouting me out. Yeah. So thanks, Melena.
Wow. Yeah. We love you. Can I do a painting for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. So that's kind of, I don't know. It's just like little things like that. Like, why am I not doing that with, you know, like, you just have to do those little steps. And I feel like it leads to more things. Like, it may not be instant, like you get 10 paintings, but over time. But
like, that was probably a good start for you to just like get the ball rolling.
Yeah. That was my first, like, okay, I'm like putting myself out there. And it was really scary, because like, I think we all like have those doubts, like, do I suck? You know?
Oh my gosh, yes. Every day.
Yeah.
So, okay, so when she asked you that painting. Yeah. Had you done paintings before, or did she just know that like you could?
Yeah, I had. I had another friend who like was like, I want you to do a house painting for me. And I was like, I never really done that as like paid work before. Right. She's like, well,
you're like, I'll do it for $5.
Yeah.
That was me.
The story of my life.
I'm like, oh my gosh, you'll pay me $5?
Yeah. I'll do it. Right now. And I was like, I don't know if I can do it. Like, you know. God. Yeah. And she's like, you're doing it. Like, so I think it's important to have friends in your circle that make you do stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah.
I probably would still be in the same place.
Yeah. Like, I feel like any artist can relate to this. Like, your friends and family are going to be the the first people to like buy your art and stuff, and then it's gonna just snowball, or it will take time, but it'll eventually kind of snowball from there.
Yeah. So there's that.
The house painting, was that watercolor?
Yeah. I pretty much only do watercolor. Like my abstracts, I'll do like watercolor and like acrylic. Like they're always mixed media and stuff. But
you prefer watercolor?
I love watercolor. I'm a big fan.
The painting that you did for what's her name, Elena?
Yeah.
What was that? Was it like abstract or?
It was a pet portrait, which I do a lot. Like that's probably what I do the most of.
Yeah, hit her up for pet portraits, guys.
Yeah, hit me up.
I do them too, but I'd rather you ask her.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to like, not like get away from them, but I don't know. I want to do more. Just I want to do that, like the boots and the.
I feel you.
Stuff like that.
I get it. I like stopped doing like people portraits. I'm like, I won't do it. I won't do it. Like, it stresses me out. It's not fun for me. Like,
I do them. I don't know if you've seen. I do them with like no faces.
Yeah, I do like that. Like, I feel like I could do that. But the actually trying to be like really detailed and stuff, it's not for me. Like, I'm not into it.
I tried to do faces. Yeah, and I was like, nope. And then I just started doing them with no faces. I was like, wait, I actually like this. Yeah. So I just ran with that.
Yeah.
All right. So pet portraits. Let me think about it. Okay. So what is one of your goals? Let's talk about that.
Goals. I'm really not good at goals, I would say. This is my year to be setting goals.
All right. Well, now's the time.
Yeah. So I definitely want to take on more like freelance work this year.
Oh wait, hold on, let me back up.
Okay.
Graphic design or painter, like what is your so she does graphic design and she does like paintings, like kind of like me. I can do both, she can do both. So what do you prefer? Like if you were living your dream life, would you be a painter or
honestly I love both. I need that variety. I get so distracted so easily and like I need to be able to like switch things up, so I'd probably do both.
I support it.
Yeah, I'm into doing a lot of things. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So now back to the goals.
Okay. So goals. I want to be taking on like more freelance clients. I want to do like more full-on branding projects. Like that's what I really love.
Oh yeah.
And then
also ask her for those because I don't like doing this.
Yeah. Let me know. We're like balanced.
I actually have some should we just start a company?
Yeah. Honestly, we should.
I think we might be starting a company together.
I think
so. No, I actually have a few logos like on my doc that I might ask you to do for me.
Let me know, really.
I don't love logos.
I love it.
Okay.
I live for it.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm very into that.
All right, so more branding.
I want to do like more abstract paintings. Like, I feel like I just really love that.
Yeah.
And I want to just like stop doing so many commissions. Like I like commissions, but I don't know if you feel this way, but there's like a weird pressure behind it that I don't enjoy. Like
I've kind of like put the commissions in the back seat.
Yeah.
When I started doing like the wedding paintings and all that, I decided that I wanted to like if I'm gonna paint, I want it to be like something that I want to paint.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas in the past, I've pretty much only painted what everyone else has told me to paint.
Yeah.
Or like asked me to paint, which, you know, you love helping your friends out and doing that, but it is kind of like I want to paint stuff that I want to paint.
Yeah.
So I decided this year that I was going to just like set more boundaries when it comes to commissions. Like instead of people saying, "Oh, can you paint my dog?" Be like, "Yes, I'll have it tomorrow." I'm saying commissions are closed for now, but in 2 months they'll be back open. And I did kind of like try that. What did I do? I opened my commissions in February, like early February. And I was like, I'll have it to you by like mid-March, April, which I'm like just now getting those, so I'm a little behind.
Yeah.
But like I batched them, and I liked it a lot better instead of just like, and I don't really advertise that I do them until it's like time to sign up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'll do more until maybe like the fall. Yeah. Or maybe like July, because I might get a little slow.
Yeah.
But... and like that's gonna be like Christmas. Like if you want something at Christmas, like ask me in July, because
oh my god,
that's
girl,
the thing about commissions.
Yeah,
is that like people don't really want them until it's like Mother's
Last
Day
minute,
or
yeah.
Christmas, or it's like yeah, no, I definitely understand. I'm trying to kind of like go away from them or just like batch them,
Yeah.
so that I'm not doing as much and I have more time for creating art.
Yeah. I
But
will say, like,
it's definitely great when you're starting out though, like to get
Yeah.
you to a point of like being noticed, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, in a dream world,
yeah.
you're not doing as many of those.
Well, I don't like, I love doing pet portraits because
Yeah.
I feel super comfortable with those. But when it comes to like abstract commissions, those
Oh,
are tough.
yeah.
Because like maybe my vision is different than yours, but a dog, like I know what the dog looks like. I can make it look like the dog. You know?
That's very true.
So
Yeah, I haven't done those in a while, but
Yeah.
that was actually how I started out, was doing like abstract paintings.
Yeah.
I guess after I was doing pet portraits.
yeah,
But yeah, I do remember it's kind of like nerve-wracking.
it is.
And I remember I would like constantly like send pictures and be like, do you like this? Do you like this? Do you
Yeah.
like this? And yeah, you can't really like just let loose.
Yeah.
Even though technically they should trust you to
Right.
just like do whatever you want, but it doesn't always work out.
It doesn't. Sometimes it's rough.
So, okay, when you're doing abstract,
Yeah.
explain your process. What is that like?
Girl, I just go really off my emotions. I'm like a very emotional girly.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like we're
so
feeling sad today. It's going to be
I'm painting.
blue.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be like any kind of colors, but like I don't know. It's very like intuitive for me. Like
Yeah.
just whatever I'm feeling like, oh, I want to use neutrals today. I want to
Mhm.
use pinks today. Like,
Yeah.
I love that. And then I do a lot of like lines in my paintings, and then I like that mix with like the looseness of like
Yeah.
the watercolors or whatever I'm using. So
Yeah, I like that. I kind of do that too. Like I get really loose, but then I kind of go in and do like
Yeah.
marks.
Yeah.
And like I'm kind of like addicted to that. Like
yeah.
I can't, like, I know some artists who do just like literally like 3 blotches of like color, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool, and I like it, but I'm like, I could never do that because I just like can't not just like go in and make a bunch of like lines.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
I don't know.
Me too. I need some structure, I think.
I'm like tempted to go like grab one of my paintings. To,
Yeah.
like, oh wait, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so like this.
Cute.
This is okay.
Here you go.
So. Okay, so this is from a time when. This is from like the time period that I was making a lot of abstract work, and I really like this piece because it's actually a lot different than a lot of the pieces that I made, but it shows how like I can't have like big open space on a canvas. Like I just like, I'm like, no, we have to fill it with a bunch of shapes or marks or something.
Yeah.
But this was actually a like collaborative piece that I did. I was at the beach with my family, and I brought my paint because I did.
Yeah.
And I made everyone go in and like draw something on it.
I love that.
So it started out like looking real crazy, and my parents were like, what's
Unsure
happening
about this.
Yeah, like they were all like, Reagan, we're messing it up or not. And I was like, just wait, I'm gonna make it cool.
Yeah.
So then I just kind of went in and played off like everything that they did and drew it all together.
Love that.
But yeah, I don't know, now it's like in my hallway, but it's just like example of like the marks and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I should have told you to bring some of your stuff.
I know.
But go check her out on Instagram.
Yeah.
What's your handle?
It's elenagarza.art.
How do you spell that? We need to know.
Okay,
I'll
it's
link
tough.
everything, but
It's ELENA, and then Garza is GARZA dot, just a little dot, art. So that's me.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. All right, well that's I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I tend to I haven't done abstract in a while, I'm not gonna lie.
Me either,
So I don't really
honestly.
know. Yeah. So but I used to always like I would start with pink and I would literally just do like white, just like a bunch of shades of pink or like warm tones.
Yeah.
And I was really scared to use like yellow or like a bright blue or a bright green.
Yeah.
Like I could never make that work, and I was like, no. And I would just blend a bunch of
It's the drinks.
I would just blend all the like warm colors together, or
Yeah.
like the pinks.
Yeah.
And I just remember being like, I don't know how people use such bold colors and
Yeah.
like make it work. So like now when I do, okay, grab that. Sorry. Like this is technically not abstract, but it's like something that I recently did, and I tried to be like, okay, we're not going to only do purples and pinks and those, but we're going to add in like the blue and the yellow, and I just was like, here.
She's going for it.
Yeah.
She's doing it.
So like in terms of process, I feel like that was always, I would always just blend like colors together, and now I'm like, no. I've learned that you have to like challenge yourself and
you do
just be like, no, we're throwing the green on there.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, well that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, she's an abstract girly.
Abstract girly.
So is there, okay, so next question, is there any kind of like, do you want to just keep pursuing abstract and just keep doing it, or is there like, are you like, I would love to be able to like draw people, or
no,
like
absolutely not. I do want to pursue like a lot more abstract, and like I want to do bigger pieces because I typically work pretty small. Right. I think it's just like a comfort thing maybe for me, but
working large is very fun.
Can be like kind of overwhelming.
Yes.
You know?
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, but I'm into that.
Yeah. We're into being scared.
Yeah, I love being scared.
We gotta.
Yeah. So yeah, I think just like working bigger and doing more abstracts and like more of what I want to do. Yeah. And I still want to do the pet portraits and stuff because I think I'm good at it.
Right.
And
you are. I've like promoted you before, I think. I'm like,
oh my God, thanks.
Guys, she's so good at this. You should do it.
Thanks. Yeah. Promote your friends. It's important.
And also learn that this is a big one too for artists out there. Like you can be friends with other artists, and you can you don't have to think of them as like competition.
Yeah. I feel like our stuff is so different anyway. It's like,
yeah. And usually that's the case. Like I don't really know. I mean, most artists, I mean, that's kind of the point. It's like you have your own unique style. Yeah. So if you're doing it right, you're not copying other people.
Yeah, don't do that.
And you have your own unique style. So, you know, like we both technically do the same things, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
All right, so I just said like I was kind of in the same boat as you, like abstract paintings, pet portraits, and then I decided to pursue doing live wedding paintings.
Yeah.
So question for you, have you ever wanted to do that? Had any interest in that? If you say yes, then we are a competition.
No, honestly, I don't like being on the spot, like doing things, even with design. Like sometimes I'll have like clients or something that like, they're like, can we just get on a call and you can do this stuff in front of me? I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
So, no, I have no really interest. I know that we talked about, like, doing, like, the guest portraits and stuff together.
Yeah, I'm recruiting her to help me.
Yeah, I'd be down to do that. But doing, like, an actual, like, ceremony painting.
Right.
No way. No way would I be interested in that.
Well, so we can still be friends.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah. Thank God.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, well, I was just curious because I don't know. That was something that I never thought I could do it. I saw other artists who I was like, oh, I could never do that.
Yeah.
But I just kind of did it, and then I don't know. I threw myself into it and just practiced, and here we are.
Yeah.
But okay. So, all right, you got any pets? Now we can talk about your cat.
Let's talk about my cat. That's my favorite topic. Yes. I have a cat. Her name is Smokey. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, I post her all the time. I'm obsessed with her. I don't want kids, so she's like my only child that I'm ever going to have unless I get more cats. But
they're the best.
She's the love of my life. She like came to me in a really dark time of my life, so she's like been here for me, and she's just like makes me so happy.
Yeah. I can relate. My cat is over here sleeping.
Sweet Annie.
Like the angel that she is.
Yeah.
She's been sleeping on this couch, so we had to, I'm like, here's your blanket. Go sleep.
Sorry, girl.
She has her bed on the window.
Yeah.
And she, like, that used to be where she always was. And recently we like found a few fleas on her, so we washed it. Yeah. And I put this like powder stuff on it that's supposed to kill them, and she will not.
She's not having it.
She's like, no. I even like literally like took all the powder off. I was like, look, it's gone. She doesn't care.
She's like, no. I feel like they're so sensitive to change and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
she's like, no.
No, sorry, you ruined it.
But look, she's so cute.
She is so cute.
Okay, well, love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot in common.
We really do. It's like random things. I feel like
artists, painters, graphic designers.
we both lived in Savannah.
Lived in Savannah.
We both worked.
Yeah, we both
have Elena in our name.
Oh yeah, so her first name is Elena. My middle name's Elena.
Yeah,
that is weird.
It's wild, honestly. It's really weird. I feel like there was something else, but now I can't remember.
The pretty crazy.
Ugh.
I need to stop saying that name, but
they're gonna sue us. But it's okay. We made it out.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think of more questions.
Okay.
Okay, here's a fun one, which I'm kind of just bragging on myself, but so we met the other day and had lunch, and she told me that I had my shit together, or I looked like I had my shit together. And I just want to say that's the best compliment I've ever received.
Well, you're welcome. I try to like tell people when I think they're doing good stuff, because
well, that's great.
It's important. Like I remember when it was like early on when I was doing abstracts, I would like post them occasionally. And one time I went to post them, I'm like, do I suck? Like, do these suck? And I'm just like, and this artist, her name's Audrey Dixon. She's in Macon.
Yeah.
She messaged me, and she doesn't even know this, but she was like, I love your abstracts. And it like really like kept me going. Yeah. And so I try to tell people when I think they're doing like a good job.
Yeah, that's so true. I do too. Yeah. And that's why, like I feel like I DM you like all the time, like love yourself. Like anytime like other artists if you post on your story, like I'm gonna, or I try to, not every time, but like I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I love that if I really love it.
Me too.
Or, share it. All that really goes a long way, guys.
It really does.
If you know any artists who are like posting their work like crazy, a lot of times it feels like we're screaming into an empty vacuum.
Yeah.
So if you do love it, tell us. I feel like when you're on the other side of that, you don't realize that, and you think, oh well, everyone's telling her how good this is.
Exactly.
But most of the time they're not. So.
Yeah. Or like I always worry that people are like, stop posting these dogs we've already seen before. You're good. Yeah. But girl, I'm trying to hustle. Like,
yeah, no, you have to
sell some paintings.
You definitely have to ignore that part. Yeah, because I do that too. But I'm like, I don't care. Like,
yeah, I don't care if you don't like it. You can unfollow me.
Yeah, like, if you follow me, like I'm kind of annoying because I'm like I be on there.
I love it though. I love when Reagan is on her stories talking. I'm like, I need to be that girl. I need to do it. Like,
yeah, no, you should.
I will.
Yeah, you really should.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at like segues. So I feel like it's been, let's see, 37 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So I try to aim for like 30 minutes because it's kind of hard to do that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I'll definitely have you back on at some point.
Oh my God, yeah. This has been fun.
Just like Ronnie, this can be like the intro to Elena. Yeah. And now I've told Ronnie that you're going to be in our circle now.
We got an art girl gang going.
Yes, ATL art girl gang.
Yeah. I love Ronnie's accent. Oh. It's super Southern. I love it. I live for it.
She's the best, Ronnie. You better be listening to this or watching this. Actually, Thursday, I think we're going to go paint outside.
Plein air painting, honey.
I don't know if you want to join, but...
Oh, one of my friends is flying in from Chicago, so I can't. But all
right, well,
I will take you up on it next time.
It probably will be really hot, but
yeah,
I don't care.
You can just sweat it out.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, here's a good question. All right, another question. Okay, so I'm assuming that you like other people's art.
Yeah.
Is there an artist, like current day artist, that you really love, like work wise, like personally wise? Like who do you look up to in terms of artists out there besides me?
Yeah, besides you. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I really love Allison James. I don't know if you know her.
I used to work with her.
Oh, really? I love her stuff. Like,
that's my girl.
Her. Like, yeah. I like Kathleen Jones. Do you know her?
Yeah. They're like besties too.
Yeah. I freaking love both of their work. Like,
that I didn't even think about. Yeah. Kathleen.
Yeah.
Do you like know her personally?
We've met. We used to work at the same co-working space.
Oh, cool.
So I first saw her paintings there because they have like a little like rotating art gallery kind of, and her work was in there, and it was so beautiful. Yeah. Like I freaking love.
I love her. I love how she works like so large.
Me too.
I love it.
Like, I'm into it.
Kathleen, you're the coolest.
Yeah.
I don't think she knows who I am at all, but I message her sometimes.
I love both of them.
But yeah, Allison is a good friend of mine.
Okay.
When I first started painting, when I first started like selling my paintings, I was just like, I need to do something else.
Yeah.
And I would love to like work with another artist basically. So she, and I'd been following her for a while, and she, like, as far as I knew, she lived in Atlanta, and she posted one day that she was like, needed an assistant.
I applied to that too, but I think I wanted to apply. I think I lived in Atlanta, or I was living in an opposite place of her.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's wild.
So I reached out to her, and then we talked on the phone, and she was telling me how she lived in Perry, and I was like, oh shit, like she moved to Perry.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't care. Like, I just drove to Perry.
I would too, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
so I ended up, I'm trying to remember if I was working full time at that point, but I was basically trying to find other jobs to kind of like supplement.
Yeah.
And so I became a nanny, and I also worked for her, and I was selling paintings. Like, I was doing the whole thing. But yeah. And then we kind of like, I didn't know, like, I had no idea she was from Perry. I had no idea she like went to Southern, all that. So we just kind of like immediately clicked, and I would help her out like twice a week, and I learned a lot from her though. Like,
it's nice to like be in that environment. I'm sure.
Yes,
like,
that was like all. I was just like, I just want to work with another artist, and I wasn't expecting to like gain a friend from it. But
oh my god.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That's cool. But yeah, I also like love her work.
It's beautiful.
It's like what I was saying. Like, I wish I could do. Yeah, like be bold, because her color palette.
I love her work. Like, with her color, it's beautiful.
All right, shout out to Allison.
Yeah.
She better listen to this, but I don't know. So that's cool. All right, so what about like art history class? Like, now go back in time. Like, what type of art did you love, or do you love, or like what artists? Like, if you're going to go to like the High Museum, you're like, oh, we're going to go to this section.
Okay, I feel like I'm kind of blanking here, but I love Mucha. You know him? He does like Art Deco type stuff. Like, I love his work. I think that like speaks to more of my graphic design heart.
Yeah.
Who else do I like? Basquiat, obviously. Like,
love Basquiat.
I love a little Monet.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
I like Impressionists.
Yeah, me too.
This is definitely like Van Gogh influenced.
Yeah.
The other day, or when I made it, I was like, oh yeah, I don't love Van Gogh or anything. I don't know. But
yeah. I got to go to the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam.
Oh, so
it was really cool.
Amsterdam.
Well,
this is a good segue, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you spent a lot of time in Amsterdam.
I've gotten to recently. Yeah.
I'm very jealous.
You should go.
What was the Van Gogh Museum?
It's amazing, but they have a ton of great like art museums there.
Oh,
like,
I'm sure.
It's amazing. That city is. I love it.
Yeah. So how many times have you been there?
I think I've been maybe like 4 times, but this past time I went, I was there for like 2 months, so I got to spend a good bit of time.
That's so cool. Yeah, when I first reached out to her on Instagram, I was like, we need to get together. She's like, yeah, well, I'm about to be in Amsterdam for 2 months, but maybe after that. I was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
Take me with you.
Yeah. Come on, girl. Let's go. My sister lives there, so I get to like go see her. And
can you like stay with her?
Yeah. Yeah, she's the best. Hello, Summer. Love you. Hope you're watching this.
Shout out to Summer.
We love Summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so Van Gogh.
Yeah.
I'm blanking now, but oh yeah, Monet. You said Monet.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else like off the top of my head. Lautrec.
Oh, who's that? I don't think I know that one.
Henry Louis. I could be totally wrong.
Is that Impressionism or?
No. I don't really know the style. As you know, I wasn't a good student.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So I'll have to show you later or something.
Yeah, okay. You can show me later.
You probably have seen his work or yeah.
All right, cool. I just remember I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Okay, well I think that's all.
Okay.
I'm still working on my interview skills, okay?
Hey, I think it's going well. Yeah. I've enjoyed it. And I thought I was going to be nervous, but I don't really feel that nervous.
Oh, good. So, that was my goal here.
I feel very comfortable.
I want everyone to be comfortable. I'm like, Ronnie was very nervous, and I was like, it's going to be fine.
We've got Annie here.